Hungry for affection, baby, best believe that you got my attention, baby. Now I see you're there in my reflection. You're a part of me, and it's in peace. Hide and seek till I found you. Oh, I found you. Oh, I found you. Yeah. Hide and seek till.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffani Beaston from Beauty and the Beastons, and I upload every single Sunday and Wednesday. As you can see here, my house is a hot mess and it needs a lot of love. There's just times in life when we get really busy and overwhelmed and things kind of take the back burner, and that is what happened this past week. And I finally had the motivation to get up and just get this mess cleaned up, because that 10-minute feeling of the house being clean is totally worth it. And honestly, it just really needed a good deep clean. This isn't like a surface clean. This is, we need to scrub everything. But first, coffee. Are you a coffee drinker, a tea drinker, an energy drinker? I'm one of those people that I just love coffee, and I found these new caramel Starbucks pods for the Nespresso, and they are delicious. I got them on Amazon. I'll have it linked down below, but right now this is the kick that I'm on. I just don't understand how people wake up and don't immediately have coffee, because I can't even live like that. And I look forward to my morning coffee and my afternoon coffee, but that's just me. Once in a while I'll do an energy drink, but I feel like I come down hard from energy drinks. It could just be in my mind, but I feel like I crash when I have them. But while my coffee is brewing, I'm just making a little list of things I definitely want to get done, because I am somebody that tends to get sidetracked. I'll be cleaning something in one spot and then I'll be across the house organizing something, so I need to keep myself on track. But when I'm doing a deep clean like this, I want dinner taken care of or ordered, whatever it is. But lately I'm definitely trying to cook home more, because I feel like in the summer it's so easy to just get busy having fun and order pizza 3 nights a week, and I'm trying to not do that as much, although it's okay. I'm just feeling like we need some home cooked meals. And one of the home cooked meals that I guess 4 out of the 6 of us enjoy is turkey chili. So I'm just throwing that in the crock pot, and I wanted to do that first so we could clean that up and not make a mess. So if you're going to be cooking or whatever, make that mess first before you clean, and just save yourself the headache. So in my turkey chili, I just did 2 packages of ground turkey, and then I seasoned that with garlic, onion, salt, pepper, of course lots of chili, but my secret ingredient is definitely coconut sugar. I do a little bit of coconut sugar. You can do brown sugar, whatever you're feeling. So I'm just doing all that first. Usually I'll I'll caramelize onions first, but I didn't have any onions. The groceries recently, we all understand the grocery thing right now. It is absolutely insane. I've been ordering, from Costco. I do bi-weekly. I feel like lately I've been ordering more every week from Costco, because with the kids home from school, we go through produce and stuff way faster. But this time I had Chris stop at Aldi when he was out running an errand, and he got some stuff for the chili. It's definitely, you save money at Aldi 100%. I feel like you have to go there though. You can't really order it on Instacart. I've never really been happy with Aldi on Instacart, but going in person, you definitely save money, and they have lots of good options. But I'm still just trying to figure out the best way to get good groceries at the best price. Going in store, I noticed, didn't even really save me money the last time versus Instacart. Everything is just completely insane. I try to buy things in bulk from Costco, but it's challenging. You never know what your kids are going to like this week versus next week. I don't know. If you have any tips, or if you have a grocery routine, which I do not, in my perfect world I would, of when you order certain groceries, when you go to a wholesale club, how you save the most money, let me know down in the comments below. I'm sure we would all love to know, and I feel like we're all figuring it out. So I just cleaned out the trashes, because if we're taking out the trash and I see something gross inside, I physically cannot put a fresh bag in, because it's just nasty and it's going to smell. So I just quickly wiped that out. And once you do it and you just maintain that routine of wiping it down when you take out the trash, it's not too bad. Sometimes the initial clean is, So trashes are out, and now I'm just getting rid of all the stuff. So step one is to clean what is in front of your face, putting things back where they belong.
Shadows they cast. I'm not overthinker, lost in my mind. I'm always searching for answers I'll never find.
I love my steam cleaner, especially for stuck on things like this garbage can, like things we're really stuck on. So it helps to just, get that up really quickly. And this was just like recalled last week or something, the Bissell steamer, something like burning people. I don't really know exactly what it was. I think it said like burning hazard, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, obviously it's a burning hazard, it's steam. So I don't know if they're just being extra with it. It didn't say like the whole thing exploded. I don't know. I'm still using it. Use at your own discretion. Look it up. See what's wrong with it. Another thing that got recalled like last week, I think, that is a staple in my house are the hatch lights that my kids use as sound machines. Something about like the cord when you take it out of the wall. I don't freaking know. Something like that though. But I'm just like, can I have something that is not recalled? Those hatch lights are a staple. And who here remembers the rock and plays? I mean, my kids are old enough now that they all used the rock and plays when they were little, and they were a godsend because you didn't have to lay them flat when they were done eating, and they like kind of sat up a little bit. But then they recalled all the rock and plays. I'm glad that I had my kids before they were recalled because they saved me. My kids did not sleep in a crib. They did not do well in a bassinet, but the rock and plays were it. And then once we had my last daughter, we had the bougie like snoo, which was astronomical but was pretty cool because you can rent them out. There's like different, things you can do to be able to afford it, but does like rock your baby when they start to fuss. Like I feel like it gave me a couple extra minutes of sleep here and there. But anyway, back to cleaning. I am putting that like pink fizz in the toilet. Anything, after you're done picking up all the visible things and putting them back where they belong, do things that take time, like start a load of laundry. If you're going to let something soak, go ahead and put stuff in your toilet to let it soak. Just those little things before we get down to like the deep cleaning. So after I'm done doing the laundry and putting the fizz into the toilet, I'm going to start on the dishes. It was depressing because I thought I was going to load the dishwasher, but the dishwasher was already full of dirty dishes. I hate when that happens. Usually we're in a routine of running it before bed, but we must have forgot. So I had to hand wash a ton of dishes and dry them because I didn't want to see a bunch of dishes drying on my counter. So washing everything and then drying them and putting them away.
Let's pretend that it's a dream life. Let's pretend that it's a dream house. Let's pretend that it's all good vibes for once. Let's pretend that it's a safe place. Let's pretend that it's a safe haven while the outside world just keeps fading, fading. Oh, 'cause that's where I do my best work. That's where I see my real worth. In fiction, you just can't get hurt. In the imaginary world. I do my best work. That's where I put myself first. That's where fiction you just can't get hurt. In the imaginary world. In the imaginary. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine for me? In the imaginary world. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine for me?
I always tell you guys this, but in case you're new here, one of the things that helps me clean is while I'm cleaning or organizing or taking care of something, I remind myself that I am taking care of my blessings. So instead of feeling like you have to clean, it's like you are blessed to have these things to clean, right? You're blessed to have dishes from the food you have in the house you have and the roof over your head. And I think about how far I've come in my life. I was raised until about like, I would say like elementary school by a single mother. We lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with 3 kids, and she did it all, and we shared a bedroom. We've come so far in my life. I feel like we've been through it all. My mom, you know, succeeded and got us to where we needed to be, and then she met my stepdad and life got a little bit easier. But I've been through a lot in my life, and even just like Chris and I going out on our own, we started in a 1-bedroom apartment that the person underneath of us smoked so many cigarettes that even our puppy at the time would smell just like cigarettes, and we didn't want to pay the extra money for a dishwasher, so we didn't have a dishwasher. We did everything by hand. So I feel like it's easy to forget where you started once you have what you have, but you got to go back there. You have to be grateful and see how far you've come. If you're in a place right now that you're not happy where you're at, stay positive, stay praying, because one day you will get to where you're at as long as you don't give up. That's my biggest life advice is don't stop. There's days still that I feel like giving up, and then I have to, get myself back up and start fresh, start a fresh day, get that grateful mindset again. Don't feel bad for yourself. All of those things, those are what get me through. Plus, I just want to give my kids the best home life that they can have, including doing this creepy doll's hair that my girls are obsessed with. It's one of those reborn dolls, and I do not like those dolls at all, but my kids love them. But anyway, that was my little pep talk, because people are like, how do you do it? And you're not always going to have motivation, but you have to have discipline. Not every day do I feel like cleaning, cooking, working out, working, doing the things that we have to do. And then I remind myself, which is my fitness advisor's, whole quote, and I've talked about this plenty of times on my channel, is you get to, not have to. And then that kind of mindset in life in general is what gets me through, because there's so many people that wish they could just do the simple things like walk. So I just think of that type of thing, and that's what motivates me. Those types of things motivate me. Also, that feeling that I feel once I've accomplished something is also a huge motivator. So if you need a little motivation, just, think about all of that, and I hope that it helps you, because that's what helps me. So this spice drawer, I'm giving all of these old spice jars, I think they're from our old house, to my little sister. I sent her a picture and she said, yes, I'll take them, because I've been wanting these other spice containers for a while now. I just feel like they will work better for us. And I'm not buying every single spice for the bay, because we're only here in the summer, and of course every weekend that we don't have a sport, which is pretty rare. But I only bought the spices that we use on the daily. I didn't buy random spices. If there's a recipe that calls for a spice, of course I'll purchase it, and I save the extra bottles. But for right now, I'm just doing our staples, which tahini is definitely one of them. So let's go ahead and fill up these spice jars and label them.
You and me, we got something special, baby. You and me, you and me. I can think this was never meant to happen. You and me, you and me. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it, baby. I can't help it. Tell me what you're thinking, give me what you're drinking. Tell me what you're thinking, give me what you're drinking. You and me, we got something special, baby. You and me, you and me. I can think this was never meant to happen. You and me, you and me. I can't help it. I can't help it, baby.
I am so happy with how this came out. It's so much better. I have been, we just talked about, saving money with groceries and things like that, but I have been looking into, just making big jars of spice mixtures on my own. By the way, here's the chili. It's amazing. I add plain Greek yogurt to it for extra protein. You can definitely do like sour cream and all of that, but that's what I like to do. But anyway, back to saving money. I have been looking into so many different things to try in the fall. Like, we're a big taco family, so I found this website that has recipes to make like a giant mason jar full of spice mixtures and things like that. So I'm definitely going to be trying that. I also want to try to do more of my own baking. I've made gluten-free bread plenty of times at home in our bread maker, but just to like get into a rhythm of having a baking day, to like not just save money on like bread and things like that, but just cut out a lot of random chemicals that my family doesn't need to be eating that's in bread. Like an organic loaf of Dave's Killer Bread. First of all, that's what I usually give my kids. They, of course, like the other stuff, but I try to get Dave's when they have it. And it's expensive, and it's never, like, actually soft, at least in my experience. Like, you have to keep it in the fridge or the freezer. So I would like to figure out how to make, like, a soft, gluten-free, healthier bread and have a baking day. Right now, it kind of sounds like a pipe dream because the summer is so crazy, but once the kids are, like, back in school, that would be a huge goal of mine, especially in the fall. Like, you get more cozy vibes, like baking things and cooking more home-cooked meals. So if you have any like recipes or something that you do, or if you have a baking schedule, I failed miserably at gluten-free sourdough bread. It just was like a hard lump. I don't even know what I did, and it took way too much time to like feed it. Like, I have enough things to feed. I don't necessarily want to be feeding my bread, but maybe I'll give that another shot. Just not gluten-free. I don't know. Give me all the tips. I usually like to clean the bathrooms last, like if I'm just doing one whole level like I'm doing today, like I'm doing the downstairs level. But my kids have been asked to use the bathroom down here a million times, so I'm like, I'm just going to clean this really quickly, scrub the toilet, flush the pink stuff down, and here you go. Here's the bathroom back. So that's why I'm doing that now. And you saw I rinsed out the trash can, and I love having like small bags that actually fit the trash can. So I got those from Amazon, and little things like that make me happy instead of like, having like a giant garbage bag in there. In New Jersey, there is like a plastic bag ban, so it's not like you're getting grocery bags from the store, because that's what I grew up with. Like, my mom always just had like our whatever grocery bag in the small trash cans, but you don't get those here anymore. So you know that I use Thieves Cleaner for absolutely everything. I love it. I just use a capful in hot water. If I'm doing a real deep clean, like something that's very oily or very dirty, I'll do 2 capfuls of the Thieves Cleaner, and then I'll put whatever essential oils I want in it to make it smell good. But I was like, I need something extra for this house. This is like an older house. There's like deep layers of dust. So I wanted to try the Murphy's oil spray again for the floors, and somebody told me that that would help get the fingerprints off of our island cabinets. So I just spray a little bit of that on a cloth and use that, and it worked pretty well. You'll see at the end here. But I do. I like to stick to thieves cleaner, but I was just craving trying something new. Sometimes if you get like a new cleaning product, even like I need to buy gloves. My gloves ripped for when I wash dishes, but like just buying something new, even if it's like a $2 cleaner or like, you know, I got new dusters, that little thing like can help motivate me to clean sometimes.
Afraid your different schedule can't handle reality. You can't understand it. Trying to manage, repair the damage. A couple steps, but in slow motion.
Now that the bathroom's clean, I'm just switching over the laundry. I'm gonna go hang up some blankets outside. If you hear something in the background, that's boats going by. I cannot even tell you guys, this time in July is when I start to get sad that summer is ending. I know we have all of August, but like I'm such a summer girl through and through. I cannot move to Florida because I can't leave my family. That's just not in me. Nothing wrong with anybody who does do that, but I'm also the same girl who didn't go away to college because I wanted to be close to my family. And that's just how I am. Not, again, also Chris loved going away to college. He loved that experience, but I'm just always somebody that just family girl through and through that like needs to be with my family. But I am a summer girl. As soon as it starts getting dark out at like 5 o'clock, that's when I'm out. I struggle so much. I feel like last winter I was a little bit better because we had so many like different like sports and things. Like my son plays travel soccer, and there's always like something going on even in the winter. And I feel like getting out of the house and like having that socialization really helped. So definitely recommend keeping yourself busy in the winter because I don't know, I love fall. You know, I can do September, October, November, December, January, February, March, I could do without. I know a lot of people love the winter, and we talked about this in my last video, how right now everyone's doing all their fall DIYs, and you know, all of the stores are full of fall stuff, and it's just like, it haunts me. It's like, here's the winter coming up. And I'm just like, no, like, let's just keep seeing like seashells and all the summer things because I love summer. So as you can see, we're just vacuuming all of the stuff out of the couch. We are big fans of popcorn movie night, and it gets out of hand sometimes, as you can see. That's something that I'm looking forward to incorporating into the fall. It's just like every Friday a movie night with the family, because after like a busy week of school, the kids just want to veg out, and it's just a time to like reconnect as a family. And then Saturdays and Sundays are usually full of like games and everything. But here I thought like putting black in the Bay House was like modern and cute, but it is so dusty. Not that it wouldn't be dusty with anything else, but it just shows. Maybe it's a good thing. It will make me dust more, but yes, it gets very dusty in here.
You know what, I don't care. No energy to spare. Yeah, you say that you want me anyway, but your actions tell a different tale. Yeah, you say that you wanna try again. That's why I know that I won't get you. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Even though I want to, I can't seem to get you. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Even though I want you, I can't seem to get you. These feelings that I got for you will be here for a while, but we both know that it don't matter now. You keep coming up with excuses, but I just don't care. No, I just don't care. Yeah, you say that you want me anyway. Oh yeah, but your actions tell a different tale.
So there is like a popular method to cleaning, which is usually you start from the top and go to the bottom, but when you have kids and you're like going around your family, you don't always get to clean in the perfect order, and it's okay, it just has to be done, not perfect. But we just did our dusting, and now I'm also doing the windows. So I like doing those two together, dusting and windows, and if you have any mirrors, anything like that.
Falling down my face, aching for your touch again. Maybe it will come a sunny day, a day when I forget you. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Even though I want to, I can't seem to get you. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Even though I want you, I can't seem to get you. Yeah, wish I did. Yeah, wish I did. Yeah, wish I didn't have to say about you.
Did you ever see that reel where it's like a mom sweeping the ocean water back into the ocean, and that's like a metaphor for cleaning in mom life? It is true, and that's definitely how I feel about these glass sliding doors, even that big window, because the kids just like, it's like they get sunblock on and they're like, let's see what designs we can make with the sunblock on the window. So I always say we'll miss these days, but it definitely feels like one of those tasks. You're like, why am I even doing this? But it's still important to do.
I know he's bad for me. He just wants me like he's attached to me. So what's standing in our way? Yeah, he got such power over me, but I try to act cool.
This tree is called a mimosa tree, and it gives me instant, serotonin boost every time I see it. I wait for it to bloom. It doesn't really bloom until July, like you get like little buds, and it doesn't last that long, but when it's here, I am absolutely in love and obsessed with it. The hummingbirds love this tree. It's just one of my favorite parts of this house.
So I pull myself together to not give myself the pressure. I don't know what to do with this. Should I let him go? Oh, go. I don't know what to do with this. Should I let him go? Oh, go. I fall for his eyes when
Okay, dusting is finally done, and I am vacuuming the ground, which really needed it. This rug actually hides crumbs pretty well. You can see Evie's getting cranky. It's almost time for our night routine and just getting everyone to bed, which, by the way, I'm hoping to film our night routine this week and have that up on Wednesday, because I've really been wanting to share our summer night routine while the kids are going to camp. In August, we don't have them signed up for camp because I just wanted to, get as much family time shoved in there in August as we can. I know it'll be a struggle, but I also know we're very blessed to be able to do that we're able to be home with them. But August, there's no camp. So I wanted to show you kind of like our camp summer routine and how we get everything ready for the next day. And then we can do a new one in August. And of course, we'll do a back to school night routine. Have you guys started shopping for back to school yet? I wanted to do it on Prime Day, but I only got the list for 2 of the kids. So I was like, I'd rather just wait until I get everyone's list and I can buy in bulk if need be. So I haven't gotten anything yet, and we didn't get teachers yet or anything like that, but it's still July, and honestly, like, I used to worry about like ordering all this stuff, but it's going to be there. The sales are going to be there, the supplies are going to be there. We're fine. I'm just waiting until we get every single list. Also, what I've been doing behind the scenes, I haven't really talked about a lot, is Ella's birthday party prep. Her birthday's in August. She's turning 6. I cannot believe it. A lot of you have been here with me since I was pregnant with her, since the positive pregnancy test. So it's just insane. Can you believe she's turning 6 years old? But we're doing an ice cream theme, and we are going to go back home for that, of course, so like friends and family can come closer. But I've ordered a lot of this stuff already, and I have just like a big box full of it. And it's an ice cream theme, and it is the cutest theme I think I've ever gotten to do for my kids. We've done plenty of themes. If you want to check out my party preps, I have a playlist. I do all my kids' birthday parties at home, and just something we really like to do. But this ice cream party, I'm loving like all the decor and like the DIYs that go into it. So anyway, now we're working on cleaning the sink. This is something that I actually love to do. I love cleaning the sink. It's one of my most satisfying things to do. And at home we have a white sink, and I kind of miss just the stainless steel sink because it's easier to clean in my opinion. It doesn't get stained, and it's just, you can see all the soap suds. It's the best. And then I had some lemons that I wasn't using, and I was like, I like to like add, what I did was I do regular soap, baking soda, and then usually I add like a lemon essential oil to help it fizz and just get that deep clean and that great smell. But since I had fresh lemons, that's what we're using.
Just to end up alone. How can I have been so stupid, so naive? Wish I did, but little did I know. Can't forget goodbye. Yeah, the sound that woke me up. A text at 7:45. Yeah, saying we were done. If I could laugh now, I would laugh about it good, but it's gonna take time. I need to cry you out. Oh, yeah. My self-esteem has reached a new all-time low. At least you accomplished something, yeah. Before you, I was doing good on my own. If only I just hadn't been so wrong. No, 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 no. How can I have been so stupid, so naive? Wish I did, but little did I know. Why have I been wasting all my energy? Wish I did, but little did I know that you were gonna chase me, get me, leave me just to move on. That I was gonna like you, love you, need you just to end up alone. How can I have been so stupid, so naive? Wish I did, but little did I know. I lost my breath to get your hurt. You on my chest, pumping into my lungs. I do what's fun, don't know how to stop. Always choose love, but it's beating me up, and it gets on me so bad, like a fast car crash. You've been getting closer, the back of my head, trying to see what's in it, so I let you in. Almost like a war song being apart. So take me to the skies before we hit the ground. If I wait just a minute, will you let me know? If I wait just a minute, you think time will show? If I wait just a minute, let me all let go.
So just gave the cooktop a good clean, and then I should have definitely like dusted this first, but I didn't realize that it needed it until I was cleaning the cooktop. So here we are, dusting that a little bit, and then getting to cleaning the island, which is always like, okay, we're close to the end here. We're wiping down the island officially. So the steam cleaner you can't really see from far away, but there is lots of sticky random stuff all over this island, and that is what the steamer is getting up. And then I'll spray it with our thieves cleaner and give it a good wipe down before we go ahead and scrub the cabinets themselves.
Yeah, time goes slow, and I never know if I never show. You've been getting closer, the back of my head, trying to see what's in it, so I let you in. Almost like a war song being apart. So take me to the skies before we hit the ground. If I wait just a minute, will you let me know? If I wait just a minute.
I'm also using a magic eraser, but the off-brand from Walmart. because the kids like to do like arts and crafts here, and so it gets up like the marker and the pen and the paint that's over there, and any other random stains. Sometimes fruit stains will get into this island, so definitely like to use the magic eraser. And now I'm just spraying everything down with the thieves cleaner, and then I'm going to use a little bit of that oil on my cloth.
I don't need you. I don't need you. Yeah. I need a new apartment, my own safe haven, and not the dump you live in. I don't need you, cause I got high ambitions, a boss vision. I'm granting all my wishes. I don't need you, cause you've been blocking me and you've held me back from day one. Always kept me down so I couldn't fly on my own. Used to think that being single was being alone. Now I know I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. Yeah. I make my own decisions, my lifelong mission, releasing inhibitions. I don't need you to come crawling back to me, to tell me that you're sorry. I'm better now, I'm happy. I don't need you, cause you've been blocking me and you've held me back from day one. Always kept me down so I couldn't fly on my own. Used to think that being single was being alone. Now I know I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. I'ma go out, I'ma dance now, raise a glass to being alone. You can stop me, you can reach me, cause I'm too high to fuck on. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you.
These cameras are so deceiving, like with lighting and stuff. I feel like you can't even grasp how dirty anything actually was. Like, for example, this microwave was filthy inside, and I was just like getting out all these like random shreds of cheese. I was so excited one night because I had leftover macros, and I was like, I'm gonna make a couple of tortilla chips with like shredded cheese on top and some salsa. And I went to go put it into the microwave, and it just like flopped down onto the door, and like little cheese got everywhere, and I just hadn't been able to clean it up. And what's annoying is when you're counting your macros, you measure everything. So I like weighed out my cheese, so I had to like redo it all over again. But I was literally just digging out so much cheese crumbs, and I feel like you can't even like see it.
I know what I've done, and I'm too afraid to let it go.
Also, guys, meet my new fridge. This thing is absolutely insane, and I am obsessed. What's funny is that I'm like, this is what like makes you excited when you're an adult. But my kids got home from camp and they opened up the fridge. They're like, oh my gosh, this fridge is amazing. So I was happy that they got joy from the fridge too. But our old fridge is still like sitting behind this dining room table right now, so we have to figure out how to fit it into the garage. But I'm going to be doing a whole video like showing you the new fridge and organizing it. It's literally the most amazing thing ever. It has me wanting to like knock down a wall so I can have it at our main house, because at home like we have a cafe white fridge with like the gold handle, and it's beautiful, but I can't fit anything in it. Like, it's just always a disaster, like playing Tetris every time I get groceries. So I wish that like when building our house I would have thought of that, but it was 2020 when we were building. I was pregnant. We were, there's a lot going on. I was just like, yeah, that's good. Like, I swear we were the easiest people to build for, because I would just like pick everything in 2 seconds flat. The only thing that I regret though, honestly, is that fridge space. That's it. I wish I would have got like a bigger spot for a larger fridge, because we do make most of our meals from home, and we go through a lot of produce, and we have a garage fridge, which I like to have for like hosting and like leftovers and meal prep. But the fridge inside, obviously it's much easier to be able to have what you need right in front of your face instead of going to the garage. But not complaining, because it's all a blessing. I just really wish, if you're building a house and you have a large family, make sure you have a spot for a large enough fridge. One of the best feelings when you're doing the floor is also washing the mats, because they get disgusting. And like, of course there's times I'm not washing my mats every single night, but when I have the floors cleaned, because I do, the Tineco is so easy to use to clean your floors, to like mop and vacuum, so it's not even an issue or a big deal to mop. It's so easy. I love that about it. But when you're putting like a dirty mat back down on the clean floor, it is not the same feeling as putting a fresh mat down. Although I stayed up till midnight to finish my cleaning this evening, it felt so good. Like, even I cleaned out the vacuum, and the Tineco you have to clean out every time, or the water will smell absolutely disgusting. It just make your whole house smell like mildew. So you have to clean out the Tineco every time, which honestly sounds harder than it is. But when you're done cleaning, you just want to be done, right? But today when I was done, I washed out the vacuum, which I've never done, and it really needed it, because we were vacuuming up like the old popcorn ceiling and drywall. If you missed my bathroom video, it's the last video I put up, and I really love how it came out. We did everything ourselves, so check out that video. But there was just like so much like yucky like drywall stuff in there, so I went ahead and scrubbed it out in the sink, and it's so much better now. And then of course I'm going to do the same with the Tineco. This is always disgusting, but also very satisfying and very real life. I've never cleaned my floors where the water didn't look like this. Even if I do it 2 days in a row, floors get dirty. We have kids, we have dogs. You know, it was really nice to have the floors nice and clean. And it was the best feeling going to bed this night, just everything being so clean. I took a nice hot shower, made myself a sleepy girl mocktail, and it was amazing. We were having friends over the following day, so I just put out like some margarita stuff. Did you know that they made a tahini margarita rim thing? I don't know what to call it, but I was very excited when I saw it on Amazon. But now it's time to make my sleepy girl mocktail. I got so many questions on this, and I just feel like they're all over Instagram, so that's what I do a lot. Like, I'm like, oh, well, people already know about this, so I just like don't do it. But I think tonight I'm going to make like a little reel or something because so many people are like, what is your mocktail? Like, I haven't heard about it. It's a little bit of tart cherry juice, whatever flavor, whatever brand, magnesium powder you like, that's drinkable. And then this Waterloo I just found, it's so good. It's the tropical flavor. And this was definitely like my favorite Sleepy Girl mocktail I've ever had. I do like a drink here and there, but as I get older, like the repercussions are like even after one drink, I have like a headache the next day. So that is why I like the Sleepy Girl mocktail. But anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Share this with your friends. Even just hitting the like button really helps. And I will see you on Wednesday for hopefully our summer evening routine.